Let's go ahead. I'll record. Yeah. Om Yo Brahmanam Vidadhati Purvam Yo Vai Vedanscha Prahinoti Tasmai Tamha Devamatma Buddhi Prakasham Mumukshurvai Sharanamaham Prapatye. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartribhyo Vamshashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha Sarvo Paplavadahita Prajnanakanaha Pratyagartho Brahmaivahamasmi Brahmaivahamasmi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahma. Om Vedantartha Vibhasakaya Gurave Shantaya Sannyasine Nanavadi Nagedra Sankapavaye Yogindra Vandyaya Cha Mohadvanta Divakaraya Bhagavad Pada Bhidha Vibrate Tasmai Bhashakrite Namostu Sakatam Purnaya Bodhatmane Om Mahadev. Yajnarthat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sanga samachara. The only way how one can avoid creating bondages through their action, because invariably every action is going to create a bondage, and that bondage is in form of continuity of the illusion that I am the experiencer. And as long as you are the experiencer, don't expect that the experience will only be of joy. Then the experiencer is bound to experience joys and sorrows. Every action, no matter how good that action is, it will have some element of a mixture of good and bad in it. And therefore the results generated will also be of the nature of mixed phalam, consequence as good and bad, joy and sorrow. Even when there is some joy, there is definitely some sorrow also associated with it. When you are going to meet someone whom you love very much, it is indeed a great joy, but at the same time, you also become aware that, well, even this meeting is also going to come to an end at that very moment of your meeting too. So thus, the impending fear of separation will continue to persecute the person, his psychology. So how can we have a karma which is not going to be a catalyst or just not catalyst, but an action which is not going to be an instrument, an equipment, an apparatus to continue the miserable existence? though absolute freedom is gained only through knowledge, yet the action has got a role in preparing the person to be the recipient for knowledge. It is the knowledge which ultimately is going to cut asunder the illusion, the ignorance, the bondage of sorrow, misery. Yet, it is the action now is going to prepare the person, his intelligence, his mind, to be the right vessel, recipient for knowledge. And here Shri Krishna Bhagavan says, Yajnarthat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. The person is karma bandhana. Karma bandhanam yasya sa karma bandhanaha. So the person is bound, everybody is carrying his karma on his back. Is not it? So what one is experiencing is only the result of his own karma. Whether it is done in this life or earlier lives, or God knows when, 1,000 yugas before, but it will give the result. No karma is going to allow you to escape scot-free. Therefore, the karma is going to chase you. Then Shri Krishna Bhagavan says that Arjuna, in spite of that, one must do his own niyata karma. But how should it be done? Yajnartha. Yajnartham. Yajnartham means perform for the sake of Ishvara. Now he is not doing for his own personal gratification. You understand? The same karma, whatever is his duty, niyata karma, he is doing, but it is not for the sake so that he can gain some recognition, or he has to gain something from the world, whether it is wealth, recognition, or affection of his wife and children, and so on and so forth. He does it because he sees this is an opportunity to serve Parmeshwara in these varied forms. Whether it is his wife, children, neighbors, pets, or it could be just the trees in your balcony, the plants in your pots, everything, colleagues, men and women, known and unknown, all these are various forms of Ishvara. And therefore, when you are going to do this duty of yours, this recognition, this awareness that you are serving Parmeshwara. Now the idea that I am doing some upkara, I am obliging this world, will not be there on you. Is not it? In fact, you will feel you are very grateful for having found this opportunity, that you are able to serve Ishvara in these many ways. The very carpet that you are sitting on is Ishvara in that form. Now you will see to it that carpet is used for sitting and not for you to pluck the fibers out of it. You don't need to be told, don't misbehave. This very awareness will refine your behavior. This very awareness will refine your emotions and reactions to the world. And therefore, such a seeker now will become free from the karma bandhana. Okay? And lokoyam, therefore, anything done with any other idea other than serving Ishvara, for the sake of yajna vai Vishnu, Parameshwara. Other than Parameshwara, if there is anything else in your focus, it immediately turns the chemistry, turns into the chemistry of a bondage. And therefore, tadartham karma kaunteya, And therefore, He Kaunteya, son of Kunti, do the karma for that sake. Okay? Mukta Sangas Samachara. And be free from the attachment that you're doing so that you can gain all these things. Now, this way of performing the karma, recognizing your duty as, because, recognizing your duty, recognizing your position, because in a transactional world, how you coming in contact with the world is always bound to be with some relationship with the world. As simple as that, even when you are going to step on the floor, there is a relationship between you and the earth. And that is the reason why we don't have that prayer early in the morning. Samudravasane Devi Parvatastana Mandale Vishnu Patnyai Namastubhyam Padasparsham Kshamasvame. Hey Devi, oh Mother, forgive me, because now I'm going to step on you, and touching anything with your foot is considered to be rude, not good in our Indian culture, is not it? In fact, in any culture, kicking anything, touching anybody with feet or with your foot. That's why when you are going to sit in front of the teacher, to spread your legs towards the teacher is also not considered to be right. That's why you will sometimes see, even, consciously, unconsciously, an Indian steps on something like a notebook. He will immediately bend down, bow down, and, as if seeking forgiveness. Or even if you by mistake put your foot on some currency note or a coin, you immediately do namaskar to it. Padasparsham Kshamasvame. So there is a relationship between you and the earth too. So whether animate or inanimate, humans or animals and the flora and the fauna, whatever that the whole world of yours, you have a relationship. And that relationship means there is a certain duty that you have towards it. Is not it true? And therefore, this you living as in relationship with the world with a specific role is something that comes naturally. That comes naturally. And therefore, it is not something which you are going to say, well, the society has created this for you. No, sir. Human beings everything will exist in relationship, and wherever there are relationships, it will become a society. It will become a civilization. It will become a settlement. It is natural to be like that. And so over here, now we are going to see that how this way of performing an action, which is now yajñartham, and yajna also means the Vedic rituals, conducting the Vedic rituals. By these rituals, it means a specific discipline of living, the values that you are going to live with. And they have come naturally along with the human existence. Okay? They are there with human naturally. And so here in the 10th verse, he says, Purvam, Shankarananji gives a little background for the next thing to follow. Purvam Naishkarmya Siddhaye Mithyacharatva Nivrittaye Sharira Yatra Siddhaye Cha Avashyam Karma Kartavyam Iti Uktva. Now, 3 things. Why performing the karma is important? Because there are 3 reasons. foremost reason is Naishkarmya Siddhaye. In order for moksha or the liberation, enlightenment to be accomplished, for Naishkarmya Siddhi, to become free from the bondage of karma forever, absolute free. Naishkarmya Siddhaye. Then the second thing, Mithyachara Nivrittaye, so that the person becomes free from his own self-inflicted suffocation, the emotional suffocation. Okay? Mithyachara Nivrittaye. Is not it? You understand what is Mithyachara? Shri Krishna, though, has given all the definitions of the words which are used by Shankarananji over here. Mithyachara means where a person refuses to do the right action, okay? But he refuses to do the action itself. Why right action? He refuses to take any action. But inside, inwardly, he is still prodding upon, dwelling upon the objects of the world. Externally, he says that he doesn't want them, but internally he is craving for it. Now, because he has already given up the action, he does not have the instrument by which he can achieve those objects. So he cannot achieve the objects, but he wants them, because he has given up the instrument that would have brought him those objects to experience. Now, he does not have that, and therefore this person is suffocated inside. He is suffocating under his own falsehood. Forget whether people call him mithyachari or not, but is he not suffering himself? Suppression, they call it in psychology. He is, I'm not, though this word suppression is coming from the Freudian psychology. At this point, I may just say emotional suffocation. People do suffer this. People do suffer from this. Once when we have a certain image, then you want to keep up that image for the sake of people. You can't do what you want to do. It may be right, but you can't do it because what will people say? And so therefore, at times that person who just lives like that now is suffocated. He wants to escape from his own skin. He finds it difficult to live as what he is. And therefore, he is always looking for an escape. Okay. Mithyachara nivrittaye. So that the person is not emotionally coveted, suffocated. First of all, the person, because it will prepare him for Naishkarmya Siddhi, for the enlightenment. Secondly, the performance of karma in a right way will help you not to be emotionally suffocated. And third thing is Sharira Yatra Siddhaye. So that even, the physical existence also becomes meaningful. Your living becomes meaningful. And so for these three reasons, now performing the action is important. Avashyam karma kartavyam. Avashyam means without any choice. Karma kartavyam. Iti uktva, having said this much, idanim. Now what more Shri Krishna has to offer to you? He says, idanim धर्मज्ञ समय प्रमाणम इति सूत्रोक्तरीत्या धर्मज्ञतमेन ब्रह्मणा प्रोक्तः प्रामाणिकोऽयं परमो धर्मः मुमुक्षूणाम् अवश्यं कर्तव्यः इंद्रादि देवता प्रसाद सिद्धये इत्याह. Now one more reason is providing for us to do the action, and that is because that what is done by a righteous person, or that what is set as a standard by the righteous person, we people, other people follow it. Is not it? They follow it because you have trust in that person. And whom do you trust? Somebody who is righteous, is not it? You are not going to trust somebody who lies and who is drenched or soaked in falsehood. Correct? Ultimately, even those people who lie also will have to say that, we trust in that what is Satyam. Now there are two friends. And so one friend now comes and says, you will have to come and be my witness and, lie for me in the court. Okay? Lie for me in the court. So this fellow says, all right, we are close chums. So I will come and lie for you in the court. Trusts that he will come and lie, but trusts what? That what he has said is true, that he will come and lie. So ultimately, even whilst lying also, he has to trust somewhere where it is Satyam. So what is holding the life together? It is Satyam. You see, wherever, everywhere it is, this is the basic thing. So dharma is what holds life together. Satyam. So you trust someone who is a dharmashya. And Brahmaji, Chaturmukha Brahma, is Parama Dharmashya. Who is he? Parama Dharmashya. And therefore his words we trust. Okay, whatever he has said, we trust. So here it goes. Dharmashya samaya pramanam iti sutrottaritya dharmashyatamena brahmana proktaha pramanikoyam paramo dharma. Okay, this paramadharma is, this dharma becomes that what has been told to you by Chaturmukha Brahma, you in the sense to all of us, it becomes parama, trustworthy. Extremely trustworthy. Okay, and therefore mumukshuna avashyam kartavyam. Therefore, this is what the mumukshu, the one who is desirous of liberation, such a person should definitely and must do as the scheme of action is. Kartavyaha. What? Indradi devata prasada siddhaye. So that the divinities which are in charge of various forces in this universe are propitiated. Indradi devata prasada siddhaye itya. So what is the fourth reason that one must follow the scriptural way of life? Because first reason is naishkarmya siddhaye. Second reason is Mithyachara nivrittaye. Third reason is Sharira yatra siddhaye. And the fourth reason is Indradi devata prasada siddhaye. Okay. Siddhaye ityaha sahayashya iti dvabhyam. So the next two shlokas are meant for this. What is that? What are those shlokas? Let us read that in verse number 10. Sahayashya praja srishtva. Sahayashya praja srishtva. Purovacha prajapatihi. Purovacha Prajapatihi Anena Prasavishyadhvam Anena Prasavishyadhvam Eshavostvishta Kamadhu Eshavostvishta Kamadhu Sahayajna Praja Srishtva. Having created the world of humans, Praja, human beings, Praja, this is the Praja. Sahayajna Praja Srishtva. Purovacha Prajapati. Prajapati Chaturmukha Brahma, in the very beginning, has already said, what did he say? What is his message to the human beings now? Anena prasavishyadham. Anena prasavishyadham. So this Praja is created, and along with the Praja, the method for its evolution was also given. And what is that scheme of the evolution? We are going to call it as performance of duties, which is also now yajna. Okay? Specific rituals, etc. also get covered. So, Sahayajna, this Praja is how just not the human beings have come like that. They have come with, like every seed that is there. Does it not come with its own scheme when and how and under which conditions it will germinate and how it will grow? Does it not happen? Every fruit, every flower has some seeds. For example, the lotus seeds. The lotus has seeds, but the shells of those seeds are extremely hard. You know this. And it takes very, very long time for them to germinate because for optimum conditions. So, certain seeds you just throw like that, and the next day you will see the sprouts coming up. These seeds can stay for thousands of years, for a long time, and then it will sprout. Okay? So there is a scheme, there is an order, there is a method, there is a system with which the seeds have come. When, how, under what conditions it will germinate, and under what conditions it will not germinate. That's why you require optimum conditions. Water is required, soil is required. But if there is any imbalance of the proportion, the seeds, if there is more water, the seeds will rot. That's not it. And if there is less water, they will burn off. They will get scorched. Is it true or not? So you require optimum conditions. That means there is a system with which the seeds have come. So also you as a human being who has come, now you have come with definitely with a method of knowing what is your inner evolution and how that can be achieved. So therefore, Sahayajna Praja Srishtva. This Praja has come into existence. It is not that, we human beings came together and then thought, let us do these rituals and then, that's our culture. No, sir. It is a method of evolution. How are you going to evolve? What attitude is going to help you refine yourself? What attitude is going to take you down the drain? So there is some relationship. Is not it? So now, over here, the Praja has come. Saha Yajna. Yajna is Saha. Praja. Srishtva. Purovacha Pura Prajapati Uvacha. This Prajapati in the past, he said so. What did he say? Anena prasavishyadvam. Huh? With this yajna, with this scheme, with this lifestyle, by doing this, now propitiate the forces which govern life, the divinities. Okay, Indradi Devata, propitiate them. Prasavishyadham, Eshavostvishtakamathuk. May this yajna, may this lifestyle, may these form of actions become your wish-fulfilling cow. The wish-fulfilling cow means the Kamadhenu. In our scriptures, we have this concept of the Kamadhenu. Okay? Kamadhenu. Kamadhenu means a cow. And Kamadhenu means like how you have this, everywhere, the wish-fulfilling stone, the philosopher's stone, they call it, right? The philosopher's stone. Is that Chintamani? Like that, we have this Kamadhenu. The stone you will keep with yourself and then think, okay, I want a bag of gold. And so the bag of gold comes to you. No, over here, this is even more beautiful because this is a living cow, a living being. The cow will decide whether it should give you or not. Huh? Sometimes the cows don't release the milk. It may be there in the udder, but if she does not like the person who's milking her, she will not release the milk. Nowadays, they have got these machines which will force it from the cow. And that's why it is taking away the rights of the cow, all this mechanization. Oh, this cow says, I will not. She refuses. If the person is loving, affectionate, caring, the cow will release the milk even before, he can, squeeze the udder. We have seen in my childhood, because, having grown up like that with the cows in the village, she will start dripping the milk at the very sight. Like how she will start dripping the milk when she sees the calf, the people that she loves, and those who love her, she will drip. Like that, may this action become your wish-fulfilling cow. Serve, and then it will take care of you, will give you whatever you want. And what is it that is wanted by you? There are only 4 things. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. What else is wanted by a human being? Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. This is all that you have. And so therefore what? Live by this lifestyle of karma, of living the righteous life, doing the rituals, etc. And therefore, with an attitude of Ishvara Seva, it will definitely give you everything. Eshavostu Ishtakamathuk. This Kamadhenu will give you everything that is Ishta, desired by you. Okay. So this is the message Prajapati has given to us. And his message is the diligent doing the actions, duties, performing the duties properly, as the scriptures have assigned you to us. So now, Pura Srishyado Prajapati Brahma Shruti Uktaihi Yajnaihi Sah Praja Brahmanadi Varanam Srishtva Ta Praja Uvacha Yuyamanena Yajnena Shrautena Smartena Cha Prasavishatham Churu Puroda Shadi Dravyaihi Devanam Pritim Utpadayatham. Prasavishatham means Devanam Pritim Utpadayatham. May you propitiate these gods through this, various offerings. Apuroda, Charu, etc. These are the various dravyas. Esha Devan Uddishya Shraddhaya Krato Yajnopi Vaha Ishtan Ichhayaha Vishayabhutan Kamyante iti Kamaha Plavisheshaha Tan Dukti iti Ishtakamatuk Bhavatu. May this give you whatever you desire. Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Nishkamanam, those who do not want any of these other things, going to the Swarga and watching the Apsaras dance for them or anything else. Putra, what is it called? Putra Vitta Loka is not wanted. For those people, how will this karma be of any help? He says, Nishkamanam, because these are the people who are not loaded, guarded, pushed, propelled by desires of pleasure and security and all, the ego, what do they call, pampering. Then what are these people? Nishkamanam Shana Pratibandhaka Duritakshayaya. This very karma now will clear their path to liberation. Jnana Pratibandhaka Duritakshayaya. There are certain duritas, the papas, the wrong actions which were done in our past, or which we may be doing sometimes even in this life. They are all sitting over there, preventing you from having the knowledge. They are sitting as obstacles. Jnana Pratibandhaka. They are what? Pratibandhakas, obstacles. And obstacles to what? To the knowledge. For the knowledge to take place does not allow. But Swamiji, all is good, but I really don't understand. I appreciate, but I'm not able to. I'm really not able to. I'm trying hard. But what is there not to understand? Atma is Brahman, but this fellow can't. So it is some durita which is sitting over there, not allowing the person to understand it with clarity. So Jnana Pratibandhaka Durita Kshayadvara. So when that durita is removed, now the path is clear and knowledge takes place doubtlessly. And so Sakamanam Swarga Sukhaya Bhavet Iti Abhipraya. Nishkamanam. So karma is actually your Kamadhenu. Your action is your Kamadhenu. In the Indian culture, we worship the cow, and over here this cow is Kamadhenu, and each one of us has come with this Kamadhenu. This Kamadhenu is not somewhere only with Vasishtha. You have come with this Kamadhenu. The great story that goes, you remember, that sage Vasishtha has Kamadhenu and Vishwamitra wants to own it. And he wants to take this cow away by force. Vasishtha says that, what will I do? He goes and stands over there in front of this Kamadhenu and he says that, I am a poor Brahmin mother. How am I going to protect you? I am just an ascetic living in the forest. And here is the king with all his army. How am I going to protect you? And this Kamadhenu simply said, don't worry. And she, what do they call it? From her exhalation, Shwasa, she created army of soldiers which was much more powerful than Vishwamitra. So things like that are there. But that is Kamadhenu's story. So each one of you has a Kamadhenu. And that Kamadhenu is your action, karma. But when will that action become a Kamadhenu? Otherwise it will remain an ordinary cow. She will become Kamadhenu only when your action follows the scriptures. Then it will become Kamadhenu. And when that action is done by a person who is Nishkama or who wants to be free from desires, for him, this Kamadhenu will bless him by clearing his path to knowledge. And if the person is, he's not looking for freedom from desires, but he's looking for fulfillment of desires, this Kamadhenu will even bless him with fulfillment of his desires. Go have dharma artha kam. And the fourth one, she gives him moksha. Eshavostvishtakamathuk. This is the blessing that has come from Prajapati Brahma. Okay? It has come from there. And so now furthermore, Devan bhavayatanena, Devan bhavayatanena, Te deva bhavayantu vaha, Te deva bhavayantu vaha, Parasparam bhavayantaha, Parasparam bhavayantaha, Shreyah paramavapsyatha, Shreyah paramavapsyatha, Devan bhavayatane, anena karmana, anena yajnena, by this karma, by this yajna, propitiate the gods. Okay? Those who are in charge of these various forces of life, existence. Devan, Indra, Varuna, Chandra, all these people. Okay. So, Devan bhavayatanena, anena, by this karma, by this yajna, propitiate the gods, bhavayat. Te deva bhavayantu vaha, and in return, may those gods also bless you. They will also bless you. When you please these gods, they will also please you by giving what you want. And parasparam bhavayantaha, thus, by living a life not of competition, but a life of parasparam bhavayantaha. That, mutual satisfaction. Shreyah paramavapsyatha. May you reach that highest goal of life. Highest good, the supreme good is Shreya. Can be attained. Katham yajnaha asmakam ishtathaya bhavati ityaha. How does this yajna, these rituals, etc., on living the Vedic lifestyle, performing our duties, how would that become a reason, a cause for us to gain what we want? How will it become? This is the question. And in answer to this question is this shloka. Devan, because you will propitiate those gods will give you pleasant experiences, life, and thus having both of you fulfilling, living a life of mutual fulfillment, you will both, all of you will attain the supreme good. This is the answer. Look at this. Anena yajnena shrautena smartena cha yuyam devan indradin bhavayataha sambhavayataha charu purodashadibhi santushtan kuruta ityarthaha. Anena yajnena, by these yajnas, by these rituals, etc., which are given to you by the Veda, Shrauta, they could be directly by the Shruti. Smarta, it can be based on Shruti, but given comes to you through the Smriti. Smartena cha yuyam, may you, Devan, Indradin, all these various forces and the gods who are in charge of the forces. Devan Indradin bhavayata, sambhavayata. Okay. Charupurodashadhipi. How? Through these various offerings in the fire, etc. Santushtan Kuru. May you please them. Anena sambhavitaha tushtaha santaha te devaha indradayo vaha yushman bhavayantu ishtata pradanena sambhavayantu. Just as you have pleased them, these devas in return will, gods in return will also please you by giving you that what is desired by you. Okay? Yushman ishtartha pradanena sambhavayantu evam parasparam bhavayantaha. Thus, this is a life of mutual satisfaction, not of just I should be satisfied. If you want to be satisfied, you also be prepared to give satisfaction to someone from whom you want satisfaction. Don't be selfish that I should be satisfied and that's most important. Hell with what happens to you. No. So therefore, evam parasparam bhavayantaha santaha yuyam devanam prasadena. And by this prasad, by this devas being pleased with you, nishesha vinashta pratibandhaha bhutva. Now you shall also be freed from those obstacles which were stopping you on the way to liberation. There could be various forms of obstacles. Sometimes a person falls into a trap. He has left the home or whatever in search of God, and then at the end he finds, oh my God, I left the home for God, but what am I finally doing? I have become a businessman. I have become a politician. I have become a crooked man. I have become a crook. All my good intentions of wanting to see God are all gone into the sea. Where? And therefore, these are various types of obstructions. So, nishesha vinashta pratibandhaha bhutva sattva shuddhya samyak jnanam prapya. Now then, attaining that knowledge which is clean and clear, and that absolute knowledge, samyak prapya, param niratishayananda lakshanam shreyaha videha kaivalyam avapsyatha. May you attain the videha kaivalyam, liberation. May you attain that. Okay, that is what comes over here. But over here, there is somebody may even raise a little doubt by saying, sir, by giving us what we want, even the devas will also be liberated or what? Because parasparam bhavayantaha, both of you will attain param shreya. We will attain param shreya is okay. Even devas will also attain. So over there, he says, this is a vidhi, this is a method given for the human beings, for us. Huh? तथापि विचार्यमाणे प्रजानामेव धर्मोपदेश विषयत्वेन उक्त धर्मानुष्ठान लभ्य परमश्रेयः प्राप्ति विधिः न तु तद अनुग्राहकाणां देवानां. This vidhi is meant for us, not for the devas. Then for the devas, why not? The devas will remain in bandhanam. No, tesham upadesha avishayatvat. This is the upadesha not given to them, given to us. And therefore, swayam prabhata vijnanatvat jivan muktatvat cha na shreyo vidhihi upayuchyate. Those devas are already by attained, because they are celestial beings. By that virtue only, now they have the access to the knowledge. And so they are already liberated. And that's why this is not applicable to them. It is applicable to us, the human beings. And therefore live this life of dharma, the proper scriptural method of living with the right attitude. And this will be your kamadhenu, the celestial cow who fulfills the wishes, all the wishes. Okay, is what is said. Now actually, where is it? Now, he is also going to tell us what is the gati of those people who refuse to take to this life by paying attention to what Prajapati Brahma has told us. What happens to those people is also important. We will see that how Shri Krishna Bhagavan explains when we meet next. This is Ganesh festival going on. Today is the third day, and I wish you all a very, very happy Ganesh festival. The festival is, of course, a festival where we as human beings enjoy. We come together. There is, variety of food from every culture, every region. But over here, as spiritual aspirants, we use this opportunity to strengthen our spiritual practices. Okay, and Ganesh Bhagavan is known as the Vignaharta, the one who removes the obstacles. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharya Keshavam Badaraya Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinam Murtaye Namaha. Thank you all. Thank you very much.